2, and I have with me Dr. Fred Clark from Olathe, Kansas. Dr. Clark, how did you find out about OTZ?
Well, the ICA had their convention in the Cleveland Chiropractic in Kansas City, which is 15 minutes from my office, so I went to attend that seminar. I was interested in the speakers. I'd never heard of Francis Murphy before, and I sat down and listened to his lecture, and I was blown away by what he was showing. It was either too good to be true or one of the best things I ever heard of. The thing about it is, though, my wife, preceding that seminar, had been dealing with asthma. Her breathing had been getting more and more difficult. I was adjusting her, doing things for her, but it just wasn't satisfying her. And she'd also been suffering from a frozen shoulder, and that has always given her problems. The day I was in the seminar, she went into respiratory distress and goes to a medical center, and I get this phone call from the nurse there saying I needed to go pick her up and take her to the emergency room at the hospital. She needed respiratory treatment, and it was right during Francis Murphy's lecture. So I rushed out of the seminar, the ICA convention. I went down to pick her up at that clinic, and instead of taking her to the hospital, I took her back to the seminar. Francis Murphy had already finished his lecture by that time. I was in the back of the classroom. He had just finished adjusting someone as I walked in the door. As the guy stood up, I sat my wife down in the chair and I said, "You need to help my wife." She was in severe respiratory distress, and so he checked her arm. She couldn't lift up her right arm. He then did the occipital adjustment like we learned here at the seminar today, and immediately she could breathe. Her lungs opened up, her respiratory distress was gone. Her arms went up over her head. It was a little bit sore still, it wasn't perfect, but she got them up higher than she had probably in 8 months. And I was blown away. It was exactly like he was showing in his lecture. In his lecture, he showed videos of, he said he had 1,000 videos. He only showed us about half a dozen. He said we didn't have the time. This is exactly like he showed us. I said, I got to learn this.
Thank you, Doc, and we hope to see you again someday.
I plan on being there.